what it is, you know what I make it. Chat, what's good? What's good? How are y'all? Welcome in, welcome in. Hi, Blossom. How are you? Welcome in. How are you? Today I want to do some art. I'm sleepy. Yeah, I get it, man. It's early. I get it. I still appreciate you being here and redeeming first. I appreciate that. But yeah, today we're gonna do some art. It's gonna be I don't know how long the stream is gonna be, but yeah, I want to do some art with you guys. Let me turn this down a little bit. There we go. Driving test soon. Driving test soon. Yo, good luck, good luck. How confident are you behind the wheel right now? How confident would you say you are behind the wheel? Hold on, let me change this. Oh, wrong screen, wrong screen. Hold on. Okay. Why isn't that showing up? Why isn't it showing up? What? Bro, why isn't it showing up? I'm a fit, bro. Come on, man. Don't say that. Okay, now it's showing up. That's good. That's good. Don't say that, man. Come on, man. It can't be that bad. Come on. I'm sure you got this. I'm sure you got this. Hold on. Let me move this a little bit because I want to see chat. Huh. Oh, that's going to block chat a little bit. Oh, this song is good, chat. This song is good. In the city, you gone, you want, Tucson. Are you in me? When I'm with the roof on, I'm full of like Jimmy Neutron. I'm comfy driving, but am way too slow. AKA, I have a hard time keeping speed limit because I'm too scared of speeding that I overcompensate to go like 10 under. Bro, that's still okay. That's all right. Being safe is the most important. Oh no, 5 push-ups? Okay, okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! It's getting easier and easier because I've been working out. Not for the test. You mean like real life? Yeah, I know, I know. You know to go exact speed limit and only have 10 seconds to fully fix. No, that's insane. Bro, for the test? Bro, that's insane. You guys drive different. You guys drive different. That's insane. I'm cooked. Come on, man. Don't say that. I'm sure it's not that bad. Is the music too loud? Also, what music do you guys want? I'm just gonna go through this playlist. Yeah, 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 hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Do what them just for me, 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 me. Okay, let me adjust this. Steven Universe. Okay, okay. Steven. No music good. Okay, okay. Also, do your push-ups. I did. I did it. I did it. Didn't you hear me count? I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm just gonna play it from the page. Yo, this is actually nice. What do you mean no? I did my push-ups. What do you mean? I just did them. I just did my push-ups. Okay, anyways, I don't know what we're gonna draw today. Let me try and look for some Refs. Pinterest. Okay, there we go. You guys want to see? We can look for stuff. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Don't judge. Don't judge. Steven Universe music is a masterpiece most of the time. That is true. That is true. Maybe I should listen to it more. Ooh, this is nice. Yo, I'm saving this. Hold on. Vibes. Oh, do you want to see? Okay, I'm not. You know what? That's a bad idea. I won't show you my playlist. I forgot what you call it. Boards. Ooh, this is nice. Save that. Ooh, this is nice too. This is nice too. Hold on. Yo, that's sick. What do you think, Blossom? What do you think? What should we draw today? What can we use as refs? What? 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 Bro, what? No way. No way. No way. That's a sign. That's a sign. No way. No way. That's a sign. That's a sign right there. That's a sign. No way. It's a sign. No, that's crazy. No way. Should we? Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? Why not? Uh, Copy. Let me go. Critter. Oh no, that's not the one. That's not the one. Uh. Uh. Wait, hold on, hold on. Hold on, chat. I gotta save the image. Draw from the OG. Okay, 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 okay. Uh, Steven Universe. Okay, let's see. Which Steven should we do? Which Steven should we do? Should we do this one or this one? Which one do you think we should do? Also, chat, how are you guys? How's everybody doing? How are we feeling? Are we feeling good? The OG Steven? Okay, okay. There we go. Yeah, let's take this one. Save image, save. I'll just add it here. Insert as reference image. Okay, I'm putting it here. My fave do be Garnet, Ruby, and Sapphire. I know Garnet. Why is it not showing up? There we go. Should show up. Did it show up? Did it show up? Ah, shit. Damn, why is it acting up? Let me try this. Okay, no. Oh man. Oh man. Oh wait. I know why. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this, chat. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Okay, you guys ready? Let's do it. Okay, I need my brush. This is so calming, chat. This shit is so calming. What pen do I use? Let me use the trusty. Okay. I'm gonna try my best. Oh, if I don't nail it, I'm sorry. Or should I just do Steven in my style? I'll just do him in my style. Let me do that. And do that. Oh, wait, you know what? I have an idea. I have an idea. I'm gonna do it like how I do my chibis. This is Garnet. Oh my god, the circle. Oh, okay, let me just do a rough and then we'll go over it. It's Draw Steven Universe with you, but I'm going for Ruby and Sapphire. Okay. That sounds fun. I'm not happy with that. Ugh. The body is so hard, bro. The body is so hard. Mm, okay, I think I got it. Okay, okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. What you think? What you think? Okay, okay. Add a new layer, and then this one goes to like 30. Let me do that. Do a little bit of this. Okay. I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna lock in. Gonna lock in a little bit, chat. Hold on. I think recently with like digital art, because I was trying out a few different stuff, I think I kind of found my process in a way. After like a while of struggling to figure out what do I do, what do I do, or maybe not. Maybe I spoke too soon. You know what I mean? Do I need the eyelids? Yeah, I do. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, that's better. Okay, I like that. I like that. Yeah, I like that. We're making music. Okay, maybe I'm going too much on a sideburn. There we go. Okay, so it's got to be more like that. There we go, Chad. Look at that. Okay, I'm trying to draw like uh fingers and like a really simple hand. Oh, that's terrifying. Hell nah, that's terrifying. Uh-uh. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, let me get the star right. Hold on. There we go. Okay, yeah. Hey, look at that, Chad. Hey. Hee. Okay, let me do this. Should I try to paint this? You know what? I'm gonna try and paint it. Okay, yeah. Uh, uh. Okay. Let me add one more. Put it here. This we can put to like that, and then I can try and pick a color. Okay, there we go. There we go. How's it going with yours, Blossom? How's it going with yours? Is it going good? I'm gonna keep my painting very light. There we go. Good? Okay, nice, nice, nice. Oh, wait, no, I'm painting over this shit. Oh, no. Oh my god, I painted over that layer. No. No, chat. No. I gotta undo. Oh, man. Oh, can you guys see? Wait, hold on. Let me do it better for you guys. Oh, let me just like. Where's the Okay, there we go. I gotta go here. Yeah, there we go. Ah, that's the one. Okay. Okay, there we go. What do you guys think, chat? What do you guys think so far? Bro, painting is so relaxing. Even this. Like, look at that. It's so relaxing. It's so relaxing. Wait, why did I do that? Okay. There we go. How am I doing, Professor Blossom? Am I doing a good job with my art? What? Oh, thanks, Blossom. You got this. Thank you. Thank you. Chat, Blossom did my model art. So that's why I'm like, if you want to commission her, the credits is in my credits section on Twitch. Please commission her. She's the best. There we go. The Steven Universe soundtrack is really good, by the way. Okay, let's do this next. Okay, there we go. That's why I always recommend it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I should have listened. I should have listened. I'm gonna learn one of them. I'm gonna learn one of the songs. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I doing that? Hold on. Okay, that's better. I like how this brush gives a very soft texture to everything. Also, I didn't nail that at all. Wait, I gotta change color. I have to undo everything. Okay, this might work. Oh god, it's a bit too. Is this better? Ah, color theory, man. Color theory. Okay, let me go here and then do. Yeah, is that. Wait. No. I'm so tempted to like color pick the ref, but I'm not gonna do that. Because that's cheating. Okay, does this. No, man. Way too red. Okay. Uh. Okay, how about this? Yeah, that's the one. Ironically, I was watching a lot of like painting videos and people will like just paint. You gotta look at the ref. You gotta understand like dark values and light values, and I was like, what? And they were like, oh, shading is important. And I was like, shading? It's good to learn color before color pick, but once you know it, color pick is a tool that makes it faster since it gets to the realm of what color But you still need to edit because saturation falls in most color pick. Right. I get it. I get it. Thank you. Thank you, Blossom. Yeah, I just noticed that when I was picking, I was like, oh, it's all in the saturation. I get it now. Understand it now. I understand it now. Yo, this song is kind of wavy. Yo. Should I do a Steven Universe cover? What do you think, Blossom? I just finished Sketch. Whoa. Yippee. Yippee. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna take my time with this, man. Ah. Because I wanted to have that, like, watercolor, Studio Ghibli kind of feel. I mean, it's looking like a little bit of a mess right now, but, you know. You're already on color. I ain't close to that. I sent it to you. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, you have. Oh, you sent me refs too. Okay, my bad. My bad. Yo, yours is gonna be good. Yo, yours is gonna be good. Can I show chat? Can I show chat? Please. Sure. Okay. So chat. So chat. This is what Blossom did. Okay. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this. This is what Blossom did. Ref. Boom. Boom. This is what Blossom did. Yo. She's so talented. Look at that. She's so talented. Look at that. Everybody commission Blossom right now. Everybody commission Blossom right now. Do it. Do it. Do it. I'm gonna keep this here, Blossom. I'm gonna keep this up here. Oh man, mine. Oh man. I just hope mine is okay, man. I just hope mine is okay. Oh boy. Ooh, I like this part. Ooh. Ooh. You know, I was talking with my friends and we're actually planning something special, like a special stream event. So that's gonna happen in between the collab album. Also, guess what, chat? We have 7 people signed up for the collab album. We just need 3 more. We just need 3 more, and it's gonna be a very healthy number for auditions. Can you believe that? That's crazy. Yo, that's insane. Okay, let me do this part. This part. Wait, isn't this like the soundtrack for like the fighting scenes? I think it is. Also, I'm thinking about doing more like YouTube videos. So stay tuned for those, like actual videos. Like I'm gonna edit down segments from the stream and make them into videos. Got to, man. Got to. We gotta evolve. We gotta move. We gotta evolve. We gotta keep growing. Cause I want this channel to be a success. And I'm always gonna keep pushing because like I love Twitch, I love this. I love what I do. I love it very much. Let's see. Okay, let's move on to the shirt. Let's go here for the shirt. Let me get a bigger size. Mm, it's more here, right? Or more like here. And then more like here. Okay, there we go. Got it. Wait, no, that's not it. Okay, it's more red. So it should be like here. Wait, let me try it here. No, I lack any editing skills to do that. Yeah, but I'm teaching myself too now. I'm trying to teach myself to edit, so at least I can do those things. Okay, that's not the color. Kind of doing colors for characters, you kind of realize like, oh, it's mostly like one color in different shades, which is insane. I would never have thought. Or it's like a contrast. It's like very few actual colors being used within the color wheel. You know what I mean? Oh, oh, I think we got it. No. Um. Okay. Nope. And then we go here. Okay. This should be it. Yeah, I think that's it. I may head back to bed. Okay, okay, no worries. No worries. Very yeah, 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 no worries, no worries. Thanks for coming in. Have a good sleep. I'll see you when you wake up, bro. Ugh. There we go, chat. Mm, what did I want to do? What did I want to do? Ooh. Oh yeah, I wanted to. Oh, there we go. Okay, I gotta go smaller, and I gotta zoom in. Ooh, too small. Let's go here. Yeah. I saw this one video too, chat. They were like, you know what? The more you focus on like getting everything accurate, the more time it's gonna take, and you won't be like thinking as freely as you should be. And I was like, oh, okay, because yeah, he's right though, because you can always go back and edit. I was like, yeah, he's right. Hey, hey, not bad, not bad. Okay, let's go with gold. It's a gold, so it's like, okay, yeah. I would say there, right? Right, chat? Yep. Yeah, there we go. Jeans. I feel like it's a bit. No. Yeah, I think it's that one. Nope. Way too blue. We gotta tone it down. Ooh, way too blue. Hmm. Maybe it needs to be like here. Yeah, there we go. Would this work? Yep, that works. It's not the best, but you know, it works. There we go. And then we'll do for the feet. Wait, I should zoom in. Uh, Okay, there we go. And do this. Ooh. What do you guys think so far, chat? Are we cooking? Yeah, there we go. Okay, last one. We gotta get that purple. We gotta go back to here. Okay, this is more of a violet. And we gotta. Okay, no. And then we do. And then we go from here. Okay. I think that's it. You know what? Close enough. You know what? Close enough. Wait, no, I'm not happy. Hmm. Oh my god, I just realized I look so weird when I do that. When I like stretch out like that. It's so weird. Ba 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 ba. Where's E? Okay, there we go. Yeah, what do you guys think, chat? Yeah. We go here. Yeah. Yeah. Where's my previous brush? Flow. Hmm. Should we add some shading? Hmm? Hmm, chat? Oh, these are rulers. What does this do? Ah. Whoa. That's cool. What does that do? Yo, that's cool. Okay, let's add some stuff. And then we can go here. And we can make it lighter. And we can do like, ooh, wrong layer. Let me put this back to that. Yeah, then we could go here. And just add these little highlights. You know what I mean? And then we can go lighter. Yeah, let's do that. And then we can go even lighter. Where's this? There we go. There we go, Chad. There we go. Okay, then we can do. Ugh. Mm, you know what? It's too late for that, so I'm gonna just take that out. Ooh, we can add that. There we go, Chad. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Oh, we got to do ad break. Hmm. Yeah, we got to do ad break, Chad. Uh, let me do some erasing. Yeah, there we go. Rice stands as one. Oh my God, Rice Guy! Rice Guy, what's up, man? How are you? Rice stands as one of the oldest cultivated grains globally with a history dating back over 10,000 years. Originating in Asia, this ancient grain has not only been a fundamental food source. Wait, hold on. Has not been a fundamental food source for countless civilizations, but has played a crucial role in shaping cultural practices, traditions, and even economics. The sheer longevity of rice cultivation attests to its resilience and adaptability. Rice really is a superfood. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Rice really is a superfood. But how are you, man? How's your day? Welcome in. I'm doing a little bit of art. Here's the funny thing. I taught myself art. Oh, hold on. I started like drawing and like actually training for real last October. So since then, I've made a lot of improvements. You know what I mean? Oh, hold on, chat. I gotta take a call. Hold on. I gotta text somebody. Hold on. How are you, Rice Guy? How are you? Welcome in. Do you like the art? Yeah, I started in October. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, back to this. Why did I do that? Okay, let me do this. What? Yes, lah. Then what else? Jesus. That's how much I don't go out of the room, chat. They have to literally check if I'm in the room or not. Because I don't make a sound. Hmm. Maybe I should do one line and then. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Yeah. He's got little stubs. Oop. Wait. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Hold on. Yeah, maybe it should be like this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me do that. Okay. Okay. That's nice, right? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Gotta put this higher a little bit. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's try this one. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Okay, this might be horrible or it might be alright. Or it might be decent. You know what? It's kinda alright. You know what? It's kinda alright. Okay, let's give him a little bit of a rosy cheek situation. Okay. Okay, chat. What do we think? Mm-hmm. What do we think? Mm-hmm. I like it. Yeah, there we go. Wait, let me see if I can do this. Ooh. Ooh, we can do that, chat. Hold on. Ooh, we can do that. Oh, wait. Hold on. I figured it out. Ugh, why did I do that? Redo. Okay. Let's do pink. Ooh, that song is really jazz. That song is super jazz. Ooh, jazz. It's got that little pop, you know what I mean? Got that little pop. Yeah. How's that, Chad? Ooh. Okay. I like that. It's got that Spider Verse vibe a little bit. A little bit. Ooh, we gotta put in the hair. Where? There we go. We gotta put smidges in the hair. I like this tool a lot, chat. It's like a little bit of a highlight, you know what I mean? When I was younger and I hated fun. Ooh, I like that sound though. Ooh, I like that synth though. Ooh, okay. Tell him. Yeah. Tell him. Ooh, ooh. Oh God, I think I overdid it. Wait, hold on. Let me just erase this. Oh no, I can't do that. You know what? It's nice. I like it. You know what? It's nice. I like it. Let me get some water. Hold on. You guys having a good time? I hope you're having a good time. I have another sound like playlist with like other songs, like game songs and stuff like that. Let me get that in. Yo, Eyes, how are you? What do you think of my art? What do you think of my Steven Universe art? How are you, my friend? How's your day today? What'd you do? Yeah, let's play songs from this one. How are you, my guy? What do you think of my art? I added some like Spider Verse, the comic panel, the screen tones into it. Vibes, brother. Love the style. Thanks, man. Thank you. So I was with Blossom, and we were going through Pinterest for like reference images, and then we were talking about Steven Universe, and then it just so happened that I found this fan art of Steven Universe on Pinterest, and so we were like, "Yo, we have to do it." And that's a sign we have to do it. Been good so far. Nice, 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 nice. That's good to hear, man. I'm just taking a little break. We just finished this. I was telling everybody too. I was like, I was doing up the YouTube channel a bit. Making it look nice, making it look pretty. And then like, why don't I? Oh, Blossom did this by the way. That's what Blossom did. Look at that. So good. But yeah, I was thinking about it now. So like, wait, what did I do? Undo, undo, undo. Okay, okay. Can I take this out? Hold on, I'll take it off. Just put this here. We'll put this here too. Let's do. Let's do another drawing. But yeah, I was telling Chad that I was like, I wanted to do more short form videos, like do segments of the stream as YouTube videos and try and post something every week. Okay, Chad, okay. I'm gonna leave this on for now because we already have layers, and I'm gonna just riff. Oh, let me get a nice brush. Let's get a bluish tone. So yeah, I'm gonna try and focus on that more. Since we got the collab album coming, we got 7 people now. Collab album, let's go. Wait, I don't want to do that. Wait, hold on. Let's do this. So we do this, and we go here. Okay, maybe not that. Hmm. Let's do like that and do that. Nope. Do that. Yeah. Okay, and then the neck has to come down like that. So wrong. Ugh. What was that? Do you guys like the playlist? Okay, I'll add details later. I just gotta get the hair right, you know? No. Hmm. Nope. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Let's go here. Like I was saying earlier, I think I found a process for myself. I can make the rough sketch and then. Ooh, yeah, I think I like this. Don't know if I'm gonna paint this one. Probably not. Ooh, where's the E? Eraser. And we go like that. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Now we do this part. Ooh. Okay. Okay, let's see how this looks like. Hey, we got a good foundation, chat. Mm, okay. Now I'm going up here. Maybe that needs to be like. Let's move it. Yeah, that's where it needs to be. Okay, hold on. Yeah, that's where it needs to be. Take this off. Take that off. Let's just take this part off. Uh, okay. There we go. And we can do like that. I like this, chat. I like this. What do I do? Do I want to do that? No. No, I don't do that either. Um, let me get a different brush. Let me get the screen tone again. Okay, there we go. Maybe not. Let's go lighter on it. Okay, there we go. There we go, Chad. What do you guys think? Oh, damn. My phone not charging? No, my phone wasn't charging the whole time. Hold on. There we go. Hold on, chat. Come on. Come on. Okay. There we go. Hello. Hello. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back, guys. I'm back. So yeah, like I said, uh today's stream might be a short stream, but we do what we can, you know what I mean? You don't hear me say, please, oh baby, don't go. Full and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. Start to let it go on. I love this song. I love this song. Ooh. Okay, let me do one another. Ugh. Nah. Oh man. The bots. The bots have found us. Damn, the bots have found us. Get me feel tonight. Start to let it go. Me. It's burning. Walk away. You don't hear me say, please. Oh, baby. Don't go. Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. Start to let it go on me. Scare me at all. Okay, Chad. What do we think of this one? Walk away. Hear me. Okay. Usually for me, the eyes set the foundation of the piece. You know? I find it easiest for me because I already have like the emotion of the character. Do you hear heartbeats? Oh, it's a song. I thought it was my heartbeat for like 2 seconds. Lol. Ooh, that's not good. Ooh, hey, this is vibes. The song is vibes. Oh, there we go, chat. The crazy thing is, chat, we all know a guy like this. Am I right or am I right? Walk away. Oh, baby, don't go. Ball and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. It's hard to let it go. Go away. You don't hear me say, please, baby, don't go. Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel. It's hard to let it go. I like that, chat. Yeah, what do we think, chat? Wait. I have an idea. Where's where's the move tool? We need that we need that lasso tool, you know what I mean? Me morning. And it doesn't scare me at all. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, chat. Yeah. What do we think? What do we think? Okay, let me take another break. Need some water. Pretty chill today. Pretty chill. Okay, I think I'm gonna save this and then we can do something else. Alright? Sound good, chat? Sound good? I'm gonna save this and we can do something else. Okay? Let me just save. Uh what's the date? 1st August 25. 25. Sketch on stream. What do you mean the file name is not valid? Oh, I gotta do underscores. Okay, save. And then here's what we can do. We can export as a JPEG. Save. Yeah. Okay, chat. Look, I'm gonna let you guys look at this for a little bit. And then I'm gonna go use the bathroom a little bit. Then maybe we can watch some videos, okay? Okay? Wait, what? No, that's crazy. Miku! Miku! Miku. My friend got a a Miku thing. Amaya! How are you? How are you? I just finished some art. Nice drawing. Thank you. I just finished some art. We're gonna do some video watching in a little bit. But you know, stick around, stick around. I'm gonna take a quick break. You know, keep my drawing tablet and stuff, but I will be back. Okay? I will be back. Give me a sec, give me a sec. Okay. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Let's do. Hold on. No, no. What did I want to watch with you guys? Okay, yeah, this is the one I wanted to watch. Okay, no more Spotify. Oh, Ong. Okay. Y'all okay, chat? Y'all good? Y'all good? Y'all okay? Y'all having a good time? Yeah. Okay, let me do this. There we go. Is that good? Let me check. Yeah, that's good. Okay, okay, great. Let me lower down the volume a little bit.
Myself with life, whether it's coral reef tanks or
Oh, I gotta change the. Forgot. I gotta change the category. Hold on. Okay. Where did I put it? Okay, there we go, chat. You guys ready? You guys ready? Let's watch. Let's watch this.
houseplants, no space feels complete without something living in it. When I looked over at my desk and saw all of that empty space, I knew I had to fill it with something special. For this project, I wanted to try something new. A filterless, planted freshwater ecosystem tank that could fit right on my desk. And it just so happens, we documented the entire 150-day process from start to finish. For the tank itself, I chose a 15-gallon tank.
This is so cool. This is so cool. I really want to get an aquarium for my desktop, chat, one day. One day I really want to get it. One day, one day. I had a fish. His name was Dennis when I was a kid. That was my first pet. I had a fish. His name was Dennis. He was a good fish. You know? Pretty chill guy, stand up guy, you know? I loved that fish, you know? I love that fish a lot.
Small enough to keep maintenance simple, but large enough to house a good variety of fish and invertebrates. After some research, I landed on the Wallstead method, also known as the dirted tank method. This method relies heavily on live plants to absorb nutrients and waste from the tank, making the system nearly self-sustaining. Ideally, this means fewer water changes are needed. The first step was giving the tank a thorough cleaning.
These guys are so meticulous, chat. These guys are so meticulous with these things.
I used a mixture of warm water and distilled white vinegar. This combo is safe for aquariums, unlike stronger cleaners that can leave behind toxic residues. Even a drop could crash the tank. Then I added half an inch of the soil to the bottom of the tank, which is plenty for nutrient support. The base layer of the tank is a layer of potting soil that provides long-term nutrients for the plants, similar to what you'd normally replace with frequent water changes. Once the soil was leveled, I scraped it away from—
Wait, what are the nutrients? Oh, what'd I do? Oh man, what'd I do? No issue. Potting soil nutrients. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Potting soil needs a mix of ingredients. Wait, let me put this here. Okay. Potting soil needs a mix of ingredients to provide essential nutrients for plant growth. These include a base like peat moss or cocoa coir, aeration components like perlite or vermiculite, and organic matter like compost for nutrition. So I'm assuming aeration is like for the plants to like breathe and stuff. There we go. Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, micronutrients, calcium, magnesium, iron. Okay, that's pretty chill. That's pretty chill.
from the edges to make sure it stayed hidden. For the main substrate, I went with a fine tan gravel, which will keep the tank looking bright and natural. Since there's soil underneath, the gravel layer needed to be deep, about 2 inches, with 2 raised mounds in the back corner, which I'll explain the purpose of later. With the substrate complete, I moved on to the hardscape. I broke the rock into smaller chunks, then used the natural shapes to create a flowing rockscape. I used lace rock paired with small pieces of driftwood.
W or L, chat. W or L. I've seen a little better. I've seen better.
The wood will follow the same curves as the rocks to help make the design feel more natural. I kept it minimal to leave space for the plants to spread out. Honestly, I think the layout turned out pretty nice. Next up was the tank cover.
It's okay. It's decent.
I made it from a piece of acrylic that I already had lying around. Then I measured it, cut it to size, and sawed an opening in the back for a beautiful centerpiece plant, which we'll circle back to. With that, it was finally time to add the first life to this desktop ecosystem. 2 pieces of lucky bamboo.
Ooh, okay.
These are perfect for this setup as they grow fast, soak up tons of nutrients, and will help to stabilize the tank while it cycles.
In a tank.
I planted them right at the top of the 2 raised mounds. This way, their roots stay submerged while their leaves stay above the waterline. Filling the tank had to be done slowly and carefully so I didn't disturb the substrate. If soil leaked into the water column, it could mess up the balance of the ecosystem. With the tank filled, it was time to add the first aquatic plants. First up, I added Telanthera rosifolia.
Damn, he knows the scientific names. That's crazy. Telanthera rosifolia? Yo.
Turns a vibrant red when it's healthy, which will add a nice pop of color to the tank. Next was pennywort, a fast-growing, hardy plant that doesn't need very much light. And one of my all-time favorites, the ocelot sword. It's low
Okay, you know what? Now I see it. Now I see the vision. Now I know why he kept it simple. Because the plants do the talking.
Super hardy, and its broad leaves have gorgeous patterns. Do you have a favorite aquatic plant? Leave us a comment below and let us know. Those wide leaves will also be perfect for the fish I plan to add, as they love to hide in them. To finish things off, I added some dwarf water lettuce. I love how it looks floating at the surface, and it grows fast, which is great for exporting nutrients. I quickly mounted the tank's light, and then it was time to seed the tank with beneficial bacteria. I used an old filter sponge from a friend's matured planted tank, and with that, the tank was pretty much cycled. A couple days later, it was time to add the first fish, 5 zebra danios. They're super hardy little fish, perfect for a new tank and full of personality. The second they hit the water, they started exploring their new home. I gave them a couple of days to settle in, and once they looked comfortable, I did the first water change to help maintain good water quality during the early stages of the tank. While my goal is a mostly self-sustaining tank, I knew that in the early days, a water change was going to be necessary to keep the water parameters at good levels. After that, I used 5 milliliters of Seachem Prime to remove chlorine from the water. After a couple weeks, it was time to add the centerpiece plant to the tank, a peace lily growing hydroponically out of the back of the tank.
Lily.
Before adding it to the tank, I cleaned and trimmed the roots. It was really root bound and
Oh, we gotta do an ad break, chat. We gotta do an ad break. There we go. Ad break. Come on. Okay, there we go. Ad break.
its pot. So this step helped the plant out a lot. After prepping the plant, I cut the pot
Background
in half,
music kinda chill.
created a hole for the roots to go through, filled it with broken rock to hold the plant in place, and set it into the acrylic top. It acts like a natural filter, pulling out nutrients and keeping the water healthy.
Okay. See the vision.
Once the peace lily was in the water, it instantly started looking healthier and gave a great preview of what the tank would become later. A few days passed and the peace lily was starting to grow in nicely, so it was finally time to add our first shrimp.
Shrimp.
I went with 1 Amano shrimp, 2 snowball shrimp, and 3 blue velvet shrimp.
That's a lot
After a
of shrimp.
short acclimation, I added them to the tank and they immediately started grazing on
Look
algae.
at them. Yo, that guy's transparent.
They will help clean up any leftover food and dead plant matter in the tank, which will help keep the water clean and healthy.
Ooh.
Later on, I introduced a carpeting plant to the tank. I went with some micro swords, as I had a friend who was willing to give me a few cuttings. This will give the shrimp a safe place to hide from the curious danios and will also help to pull nutrients from the substrate.
I've mastered the ability of standing so incredibly still that I've become invisible to the eye.
Bruh.
After everything was planted,
Shit makes me hungry, chat. Not gonna lie. This shit makes me hungry.
I decided it was time to test out the ecosystem that I had built in the tank. I left the tank on its own for 1 month, only feeding it and topping it off, and observing all of the changes that were happening in the ecosystem. Unfortunately, after 1 month, there were some issues with the tank. Algae
Oh,
had
boy.
completely taken over, and sadly, one of the pieces of lucky bamboo didn't make it.
No. R.I.P. man.
I'm blaming the problems the tank had on a couple of things. First, there wasn't enough plants in the tank to keep up with the waste being produced by the fish. And second, all of the breaking down plant matter had started to collect at the bottom of the tank, further adding to the amount of waste that was building up in the water.
Oh nah.
The first thing I had to do to start fixing the tank was scrape all of the algae off of the walls, and brush off any leaves that had any algae growing on them. Once this was done, I did a large water change and made sure to suck out any waste or plant matter that was on the bottom of the tank.
Okay. The blue shrimp
After
kind
the
of
water
stand out.
change, it was time to boost the cleanup crew in the tank. The albino quarries are going to be a big help as they will eat any leftover food that collects in the bottom of the tank and will also help to eat any decaying leaves that fall off the
They're
plants.
so cute. Look at it. Aww. Man, the ocean is a crazy place. You know what I mean? The ocean is a crazy place. Look
Cherry
at
shrimp
them.
are also
Hey,
going to help
cherry
eat plant
shrimp.
matter on the bottom of the tank, but they will also help clean any algae that starts to grow on the plants, which will keep them healthy and growing.
That's cool. That's cool. That's kind of cool.
The Nearite snail is also a super important member of the cleanup crew, as he will help keep the glass algae free and will eat dead leaves off of the plants before they can fall off and break down in the tank.
Oh, he got snails too? He got a whole ecosystem.
I also added a few more zebra danios to help bring some more life to the tank.
Ooh, that's nice. Yo, I like when you kind of make aquariums look as natural as possible like that. You know, with the lilies and the top and stuff like that. I like that. This makes me want to get an aquarium, chat. This makes me want to get one.
Around this time, I also added a
Ooh.
red tiger lotus, a striking plant with broad red and green leaves that will eventually reach the surface and grow lily pad-like leaves.
Ooh, that's cool.
After adding the cleanup crew, it was time to give the peace lily a dedicated grow light. I went with a small aquatop aquarium light. This will help the peace lily to grow way faster, meaning that it will be exporting way more nutrients from the tank.
An extra light.
After a couple of weeks of letting the tank sit and making sure that the ecosystem was healthy and thriving, it was time to add the showpiece fish to the tank. I decided to go with a German blue ram.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
German blue rams are a type of South American dwarf cichlid. They have super vibrant colors, and because they are a type of cichlid, they have awesome personalities.
Oh, this
As
guy's
soon
gonna.
as we introduced this guy to the tank, he got right to exploring his new environment and quickly decided that
Hey.
the roots of the peace lily were the best place for him to live. After a couple of days of hiding in the roots and getting used to his new home, the ram finally started to venture out into the tank where he really started to show off his colors.
Bro is curious. Oh, why is there so much
Unfortunately,
debris?
around this time, we noticed that the ram was starting to develop ick. It starts as a couple of small white spots that almost look like grains of salt that form on the fish's skin.
Oh, nah. The ick. He got the
Ick
ick, Chad. He got the ick. The fish got the ick. Nah. Nah, even the fish are getting icks. That's insane. I wonder what's his ick.
Is something that all aquarium keepers dread, but unfortunately, almost everyone has to deal with it eventually.
What are your icks, Chad? What are your icks?
It's probably the most common parasite that freshwater fish get. If left unchecked, it can quickly kill the affected fish and then infect all of the other fish in the tank. Luckily, I caught the ick very early, and with a couple of doses of Fritz Metro Cleanse, the fish were completely cured.
Wait, the ick is treatable? Yo, the ick is treatable. The ick is treatable. There's hope for us, boys. There's hope for us. The ick is treatable. There's hope.
Once we were sure that there was no more disease in the tank, it was time to do the first major plant trimming and to add even more plants to the tank. The first thing I did was pull the peace lily from the tank and trim all of the roots down to a more manageable length.
This guy's dedicated, man, chat.
I
guy's
then
so
made sure to cut
dedicated.
off any unhealthy roots and removed any dead leaves from the plant. After this, I moved on to trimming back the plants in the tank. I started by cutting off any unhealthy leaves or stems, and then moved on to cutting stems and replanting them around the established plants. After I was happy with how the existing plants looked, it was
There we
time to
go.
add the new plants. Italian Vallisneria is a super fast growing plant. It tends to stay shorter, but it will send out loads of runners and will quickly fill in the back of the tank,
There
giving
we
the fish
go.
and shrimp plenty of places to hide.
Hey, look at that. The tank is teeming now.
Bacopa is another super fast growing plant. It's also super hardy.
I've seen
and
this one a lot. Cause like, back in the day, at my church, they had like a little pond outside, and they had like turtles and shit. So I would see this plant a lot with the turtles. I used to like run around the pond, be like, "Where's the turtle? Turtle, turtle." I tried touching the turtle. My mom didn't like it. She was like, "Nah, don't touch that." But I didn't care. You know what I mean? I like animals.
not very light demanding, so it will be perfect to fill in the spots next to and underneath the peace lily roots.
Those are cool turtles.
Cryptocrine spiralis is a super cool plant. Its leaves stay relatively short, but they will twist and spiral as they grow, giving the plant an awesome look. Anubias caufifolia is also a super hardy plant. Its broad leaves will help it to collect light even in spots of the tank that are very dim. This will be great as I plan to plant it in the back of the tank where the bamboo used to be, and over time, it will grow out of the tank, filling in the empty space.
Let's go.
Once all of the new plants were added to the tank,
145 days? That's insane. That's a lot of patience. 145 days?
I decided to leave the tank for another month, making sure to keep it well fed and scraping off any small pieces of algae that the snail and shrimp may have missed. And luckily, this time everything went super smooth. The ecosystem was finally a success. The fish were all looking great and healthy.
Hey, our boy doesn't have the ick anymore.
All of the plants were growing in nicely, and the tank is pretty much taking care of itself. And I even noticed some breeding behavior between the Danios.
Hey.
I'd say overall, for my first freshwater ecosystem tank, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It took a couple of small interventions, but now the ecosystem is thriving, and I finally have something awesome on my desk to distract myself from my schoolwork. For my next project, I'm going to challenge myself and try another ecosystem tank, using everything I learned from
let's
this
look
tank.
at this one. Let's look at this one.
My
chat.
27-gallon reef ecosystem tank has been running for the last 6 months.
Wow.
Over those 6 months, we've added tons of life to the tank.
Look at that, chat. Oh, look at that crab. Oh, wow. Chat. If I get a tank, should I do salt water or fresh water? What do you guys think? Salt water or fresh water? Me personally, I want to do salt water, but you know, fresh water is kind of cool too. You know what I mean? Fresh water is kind of cool too.
We started the tank by building a nice rockscape that will be home to tons of colorful corals. Then we added all of our starter fish.
Wait, just like that?
And then we added the coral. And after waiting 6 months, it was finally time to add the most lively part of a reef tank, the invertebrates. The first thing we had to do was head to a new pet store to see what kinds of invertebrates they had in stock.
Alright.
They ended up having a huge selection of invertebrates to choose from.
Damn, that's
so
a lot
I
of
knew
money.
I had to leave with a big group of them. I decided to go with a crystal anemone shrimp,
That guy's trying to
a
escape.
rock flower anemone,
Ooh. That's dope.
a sand-sifting sea star,
A sea star. A starfish.
a cleaner shrimp,
Okay. Okay. I like
a
the
feather
selection.
duster,
A feather duster. What the hell is that thing? Yo.
and a sea bay anemone.
Ooh, this one's kind of freaky too.
First, I added the rock flower anemone. Rock flowers are a cool type of anemone that will live in my sand bed. They tend not to move very much, which will be perfect for the tank, as I'm planning on dedicating a corner of the sand bed to a small rock flower anemone garden in the future.
Okay, okay.
Next,
growing
I added the
up.
crystal anemone shrimp, which is a special type of shrimp that forms a symbiotic relationship with anemones, where the anemones provide the shrimp with protection, and then in turn eats the waste of the shrimp while the shrimp cleans it. Then I added the sand-sifting sea star. This will be a great addition to the tank because it will help move around the sand, keeping the sand bed healthy, while also eating any breaking
Look at it,
down
it's
food
moving.
waste, which will help a lot with the overall health
Ew.
and cleanliness of the tank.
Ew.
Next, I added the cleaner shrimp. Cleaner shrimp are always a good thing to have in a reef tank as they are super personable and they have the added benefit of cleaning parasites off of fish, which really helps to prevent diseases
This
like
guy
ick
has
and
long
flukes,
ass
which can be
antennas, bro.
super deadly to a reef tank. Then, I added our first feather duster. Feather dusters are a special type of worm that secrete a flexible tube around their body in order to protect themselves. However, since they live inside of this tube permanently, they can't move around. So they use their specialized radials or tentacles in order to catch food and to breathe.
Ooh, that was quick.
Whoa, you got now.
That was quick.
Lastly, I added the sea bay anemone. Sea bays are one of my favorite type of anemones as they are super hardy, and I love the look of the pure white color of the main body and the bright blue tips of the tentacles. This is a great addition to the tank because it's the perfect place for the crystal anemone shrimp to live.
This is so trippy, man. This video is so trippy. What you guys think, chat? So trippy, man. Oh, those are nice fish.
Over the course of the next couple days, these guys really got settled in, and all found their own spots where they could feel safe in their new environment. The rock flower anemone stayed put right in the front corner of the tank, which was perfect because the crystal anemone shrimp decided that this was a good place to settle down. The anemone was definitely a little bit small for him, but he seemed to love it.
Free real estate.
The sea bay anemone decided to stay in the back corner of the tank. This was a great spot for it as it really helped to fill out the back of the tank, and it also happens to be where a lot of leftover food gathers in the tank, meaning the anemone will always stay well fed. The cleaner shrimp had a couple of different spots where he liked to stay. He either liked to stay hanging upside down in the main cave in the center of the tank right above the
How
feather
does he get the
duster, where he could get
bioluminescence
some
like
space
that?
away from all of the fish,
How does
or
he get
he liked
the-
to stay right in the very front of the tank showing off and beginning to clean the fish.
Is it like an ultraviolet kind of situation?
At first we didn't see the sand-sifting sea star very much, but after a couple days of him getting more comfortable in the tank, we started seeing signs of him working all over the tank. It began with us noticing less and less discoloration on the sand bed as he began to move it around. And then, eventually, he'd start to migrate out of the sand bed and onto the glass to look for more spots to clean.
Oh, look at it go, man.
After a couple of weeks of these
That's
guys getting
low-key
settled
freaky.
in, everyone was looking really good.
Look at this guy.
Until one day, unfortunately, when I went to check on the tank, I noticed that the cleaner shrimp had sadly passed away.
Oh, man.
So right away after noticing this, we hopped in the car and headed straight up to a pet store to get the tank's water tested. Luckily, everything on the test looked really good and the tank's water actually looked really healthy. Unfortunately, this meant that we really didn't have a solid answer as to what happened to the shrimp. Our best guess is that someone in the tank began to bully him while we were away from the tank,
The bully.
which meant we had to watch the tank really closely to make sure nothing else happened to any of the other new inverts. Over the next few days, we didn't see anyone getting picked on, and all of the inverts were starting to come up more and more. The anemone shrimp even decided to move from the tiny rock flower where he'd been living for the past week into the giant sea bay anemone where he had way more room.
A guy tried to do a drive-by. Oh, he's still trying to do a
Then
drive-by.
I fed the coral some mysis shrimp.
Is he gonna eat it? Oh, he's eating it. But how are they eating it though?
We let these guys sit for another week or two, and then it was time to add the second batch of invertebrates. The first thing we got was an orange spot
That's
starfish.
crazy.
This guy will be great as he's going to help out with eating leftover food, algae, and any biofilm that builds up in the
starfish.
tank, helping to drastically improve the tank's cleanliness. We had a bit of a scare after adding the starfish to the tank as he beelined straight for my zoanthids and laid on top of them for a few minutes.
Orange Ridge starfish, not reef safe.
This was scary because certain types of starfish, like a chocolate chip star, love to eat corals and will decimate the coral population in a tank.
Oh boy.
This is good footage right now. Well, you know, okay, no, we're chill. I put the Latin name in, and it came up with good.
But
Oh,
after
no.
checking on him every few minutes and seeing if there were any signs of him starting to eat the zoanthids, he luckily moved away from the coral and started to climb the rocks. The second
That's
thing I got was a
crazy.
royal urchin.
There's a sea urchin in there? Sivin, how
These
are
guys are
you?
a type of sea urchin that's going
Holy
to cruise
shit,
around the
Patrick
tank
Star,
eating
ooh.
algae and leftover food.
Patrick is
They also
hungry.
like to pick up small pieces of rock or shells from
How
the
are you,
substrate,
Sivin?
which they then wear
Thank
as
you for the
hats to
check-in.
help disguise them from predators.
Welcome in. Thank you for the check-in.
The third thing I got was a porcelain crab. These guys are one of my absolute favorite invertebrates. They use their specialized claws, which resemble a fan, to trap small particles of waste or phytoplankton, which they then eat.
Ooh. Mr. Krabs.
They tend to like to hide
Doing
in
good?
small
That's good
cracks
to
or
hear,
holes
bro.
in rocks, or inside of sea anemones, where they are protected from predators.
Mr. Krabs. No, Mr. Krabs. Money. Money.
Right away, the porcelain crab became one of the stars of the tank. He decided to settle down in a small cave right under the giant Palithoa.
Look at this guy. Money.
Then I fed all of the corals with Coral Frenzy,
Num 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 num. Num 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 num. These guys are greedy. Greedy. They're greedy. Whoa, this one's kind of freaky. I'm not gonna say what it reminds me of. I'm not gonna say it.
Then I gave the tank some mysis shrimp,
Okay. And the fish came out. Oh, look at him go. Look at him go. This fish is the brother,
After a
this
couple of
guy
days of the porcelain
stinks.
crab being there, I decided to try feeding him some of the frozen mysis shrimp I was feeding the rest of the tank. He absolutely loved it and reached into the turkey baster to grab out the food before I even got a chance to feed him properly. The starfish was a bit more reclusive than we expected. He really liked to stay hidden in either the caves in the rocks or in the gap behind the filter in the back of the tank. But
God
over
damn
the
it,
next couple
Patrick.
weeks, he slowly started to become more and more confident and started to move around the rockscape eating algae and leftover food.
God damn it, Patrick. God damn it, Patrick. Time for the bi-weekly water change. Nice.
A few weeks later, I was walking around a local pet store when I spotted two beautiful maxi mini carpet anemones on a piece of holy rock. They ended up letting me have them for a super cheap price, so I went home and began acclimating them right away. Shout out to this viewer for suggesting that we add these in our last video. I ended up putting these guys front and center in the tank, right in front of the main cave of the rock structure.
Sick. Can't believe we got two really pretty carpet anemones for $25.
Ooh,
This will
these
be a
are
really
nice.
good spot for them as it will show them off really well, and since it's in front of the entrance to the cave, it will give whatever lives in there more places to hide and feel safe. They will give the porcelain crab and the crystal anemone shrimp some new places to live, which will hopefully allow the saddle clownfish to host the sea bay anemone.
Okay, I stand corrected. This guy's this guy stinks. We got Nemo, Hood Nemo, Timu Nemo.
It's free real estate.
Free real estate.
A couple of days later, I was
This is
back at
so
the pet store
trippy, Chad.
restocking
This
on
is
salt
so
and fish
trippy.
food when I decided it was time to add one of my absolute favorite fish. I saw that they had a mandarin goby
Whoa.
in stock, which was perfect as I had been adding copepods to the tank for a few weeks in
This one is
preparation to add one of these
trippy,
guys.
Chad.
While I was there, I also noticed they had a tiger pistol shrimp in stock, and I knew I had to have him. So I had them bag these guys up, and we headed home to acclimate them.
Oh, that guy's so trippy. Look at the other guys checking him out. Oh, subtle
Adding the
foreshadowing.
mandarin goby to the tank
No.
went super smooth. He took a few minutes to check out the new tank, and then got right to finding a safe spot to hide while he got comfortable in his new environment. Mandarin gobies are actually a type of dragonette. They scoot around the tank eating microinvertebrates like copepods and are super beautiful with their bright blue, orange, and green stripes. Adding the pistol shrimp, however, didn't go as smooth. As soon as he hit the water, the 6-line wrast started to try to eat him.
Uh-oh. Oh, no!
Oh,
Stop!
that
In
is
a
sharp.
panic, I decided that it was time to catch the wrast and move him over to my 90-gallon reef tank.
Get him!
Ooh, that
Hold on,
guy's
he
fast.
stays in the net. You go get set up in front of the 90. Okay.
This will be good for everyone. The 6-line wrast will have much more space to explore, and hopefully, since the fish in this tank are much bigger than him, he will be less of a bully.
He will be so much happier in there.
They're gonna
Having this
bully
guy out in the
him.
tank will hopefully allow the pistol shrimp to come out into the open more, since he will have less predators to worry about. Pistol shrimp are a super cool species of shrimp. They form symbiotic relationships with gobies, where they dig a tunnel providing
Look
the
at this
goby
guy.
with a place to hide and be protected, while the goby brings them food and keeps
Jay,
watch on the outside of the tunnel.
how are
They also have
you?
one huge
Hold on, let me give you a shout out. How are you? Welcome in. We're watching some aquarium stuff. I just woke up. Oh man, now you know how I feel. Now you know how I feel, bro. I'm still in bed. Oh man, well, I appreciate you being here. There you go. Have a shout out. Have a shout out. There you go. Everybody, please follow Jay. Please. They're really great. Please follow Jay. But yeah, we're watching some aquarium stuff. I was doing art earlier. I like these fish. Me too. Me too.
specialized claw. This claw can close so fast.
It's so cool because like the way they chose the fish as well. Like most of them in the wild, they have like symbiotic relationships, and so they actually use each other to help and survive, and have like yeah, survive. Stuff like that. Symbiosis.
It causes
Symbiosis.
micro bubbles to shoot at whatever the pistol
Core keeps talking about raising shrimp again, and I'm excited for pictures. Oh my god, I want to see that too. Tell him I want to see that. Tell him I want to see that too. Oh man, I was just telling Chad. I was like, oh, I really want to get a tank, like a desktop, tank. Not right now, but maybe in the future. But I was thinking like, what should I get? Should I get like a freshwater one, or should I get like a saltwater one? I was thinking about like the beta fish, the beta fish. Fishy, yeah, Seven, fishy.
shrimp is aiming at. On contact, these bubbles collapse so rapidly that it causes a sudden superheated shockwave that they use to stun or
I love
kill
fish a
their
lot.
prey.
Me too.
After adding these guys,
My first pet was a fish. His name was Dennis. He was a goldfish. At least I thought he was a goldfish, but turns out I think he was a type of carp because he got so big. We had to bury him in a shoebox. That's how big he got.
I gave the tank a few weeks to settle in and made sure I was feeding the fish and corals well and dosing to get everything to grow and be as healthy as possible.
It's so trippy. This satisfies my ADHD. Ooh. That guy's pretty cool too. There's a lot of thought and care that goes into this chat.
On this tank, I'm dosing mainly
Crazy.
Aqua Vitro products. I'm dosing ions for magnesium, 8.4 for the alkalinity and pH, and calcification for the calcium.
Calcium. Yum 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 yum.
During this time, everyone got really comfortable in their new homes and were almost always out and about searching the tank for food.
What the hell is that? Look at the shrimp. Oh. Uh-oh. 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 Not Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs, no, Mr. Krabs.
The new carpeted enemies started to open up more and more, showing off their awesome colors and sucking in nutrients from the water, which help keep the tank clean.
You know
The
what? Maybe
crystal
I should
anemone
talk to
shrimp
Car
and the
about
orange
this.
spot starfish
You might
even
know more.
ended up pairing up to become some sort of algae-eating mech.
This guy has everything in here. He has starfish and shit. Oh, also chat. I might. Sorry, not might. I will be adding new timings next week for streams. So I'm gonna do like 7 a.m. my time streams and weekend streams as well. But I'm still trying to feel it out. So let me know what you guys think. We might have to do another poll in the Discord, but you know, let me know what you guys think. Because I want to know, because I want to tailor the streams to you guys. You know, I want you guys to be there when it's easy for everybody. You know.
Once I was confident that everyone was settled in and healthy, I decided it was time to add the last pair of invertebrates to the system. I decided to go with 2 huge feather dusters. I also got a pom-pom crab. These guys are a special type of crab that form relationships with tiny anemones that they hold in their claws. These guys are very reclusive. They love
yo.
hiding in small cracks and caves and
He
rocks
keeps adding stuff, Chad. He keeps adding.
where they
stuff.
can wave their anemones around, catching food in peace. I got these guys into their new spots where they would be shown off very well, and with that, my invertebrate crew was finished.
Whoa. Look at that, Chad. Whoa.
Oh, he opened! Whoa.
That's cool. I like how the guys are just geeking out.
I also ended
Whoa.
up going with a camel shrimp, which is a super pretty type of shrimp, but unfortunately, I forgot that these guys are generally considered not to be reef safe.
Whoa, he's teleporting.
Uh-oh.
So he was only a very temporary addition.
Bye, have a great time.
Oh.
All of these new additions to the tank really bring tons of life to the rock structure. Everywhere you look, there's life. Whether it's filtering food particles out of the water, eating algae, or breaking down leftover food, every single one of these invertebrates has a unique job, all helping the overall health of the tank and really making this a true reef ecosystem tank.
That was fun, Chad. That was fun. Oh no, bro. Wait, what do you mean? Why oh no, bro? What do you mean, man?
Floater plants
Look
are
at
great,
this.
but they might also be deadly. Floaters like duckweed, elodia, hornwort, frogbit, etc. are super fast at growing, sucking up nutrients, are super hardy, and just a powerful tool for any fish tank. But with great power comes great responsibility. Andrew Garfield is the best Spider-Man, fight me in the comments. And that
True. 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 I will preach it till the day I die. True.
responsibility rests with us. The Invasive Species Center is a non-for-profit organization that helps raise awareness on how to prevent the accidental introduction of invasive plants and animals. They've realized that a good chunk of the most dangerous invasives come from our hobby. The aquatic plants and fish in this hobby are capable of destroying entire lakes and ecosystems, killing absurd amounts of native flora and fauna simply by outcompeting them in their natural habitat. But none of this would be an issue if we just kept our home aquarium hobby at home. All we need to do is don't let it loose. Follow the pinned comment to the Don't Let It Loose campaign and help the cause by raising awareness with those around you and spread the message. Maybe if we do a good enough job, the government won't have to keep my White Clouds banned anymore. Floater
Yo.
plant.
Did you know you can create a tiny world with life inside? A sealed ecosystem that could possibly outlive you? This
Wait,
little world in a
let's watch this.
Did you know that you can make your own close jar ecosphere that will probably outlive you? For this tutorial, I got everything I needed from a river in a forest. I found a fairly cool spot where I could get into the small stream. I started to collect some bigger stones, as well as smaller ones to put into the jar later. Besides this, I picked up some sand from the river and a bottle of water. Of course, we also need some plants for a sustainable ecosystem. I grabbed some plants that were growing in the water to make sure life inside my jar will have enough oxygen. A close look at the plants I grabbed already revealed a lot of life. To get started with the
what the hell?
ecosphere, I grabbed a big jar and started to fill it with sand, water, and stones of different sizes, the plants I grabbed in the river. After placing everything in a way I liked, I filled that jar with the water from the river. I closed the jar and put it under a plant lamp to make sure we plants get light to be able to do photosynthesis. At first, the water was very cloudy, but after a few hours the sand collected at the bottom and the water cleared up. As you can see in the time-lapse, the ecosystem looks pretty healthy, and there is a lot of movement in the bottom.
What is that?
A closer look shows that there are a bunch of worms and shrimps living in the ecosphere. If you take a closer look at the plants in time-lapse, you can see that they are photosynthesizing, as you can see from the small bubbles they produce. In the sand and the roots of some plants, every now and then you can see some of the shrimps. Besides that, the time-lapse shows quite some growth of the plants inside. If you like the project, I can recommend setting up your own ecosphere jar. It's really easy and a lot of fun. After some days, I noticed that there is another living creature inside my ecosphere, a very little fish. He swims inside and eats some of the algae growing on the stones. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if so, don't forget to subscribe for the next project.
Yo. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I made a free terrarium. Okay, hold on. Let me see. This guy made a shrimp jar. Ooh, no filter. Ooh, this one's cool.
This is a mini ecosystem.
This is the kind of thing I wanna do, chat. This is the kind of one I wanna do. A very shallow tank, you know. Not this one isn't that shallow, but like that's, you know.
This is a mini ecosystem completely powered by the sweet potato growing at the top. Stabilizing this tank was not easy, but inside this magical underwater world is a bunch of mini creatures making up a beautiful ecosystem that helped establish the tank along the way. I designed every corner of this used tank that I found for free, and I did it all for this little guy. One day, I got an email from a subscriber saying if I can adopt his fish. They are going away for college and they couldn't take the fish with them. So I adopted this sparkling gourami. Now let's work on upgrading his current home. The build started with our free 20-gallon tank that I found on the side of the road. It was quite dirty, so I quickly scrubbed it down. Once it was clean, I had to make sure this tank could hold water. I didn't want this tank to just fall apart on me, so I popped on my pump and filled it up. A day later, I inspected it to make sure it had no leaks. It looks like we're good to go. I threw my pump in to suck out all the water so we can get to building. I placed the tank on its side so we could build a custom background for this mini ecosystem. The background started with a bunch of silicone along the back. Then I got this massive piece of driftwood to be the centerpiece of the background. Once that was popped in, I scattered around a bunch of rocks. With the silicone dried, I got some spray foam to hold everything in place and create a more dynamic shape for the background. Once it cured, the whole structure felt solid, like it had always been part of the tank. Next, I got my utility knife to carve it down, shaping it into a more natural rock structure. This process took a while, but it was definitely worth it. Once I had the stand upright, you can see how good the background is coming out. I did notice some big gaps, so I got a piece of lava rock and broke it into smaller pieces. Then I glued the pieces to cover the big gaps.
Okay.
For the substrate, I got a mix of old and new aqua soil. Since this ecosystem is going to rely heavily on plants, now we need to cap our aqua soil. We will use fine gravel that already has beneficial bacteria in it. I made sure to cover all the soil with our gravel and it came out perfect. Next, I got some slate rocks and created a custom arch structure.
Ooh.
And glued it all together using some silicone. I really love how it came out. These rocks might be my favorite. Then I collected some driftwood and glued the pieces to create the look of roots growing from the giant piece of driftwood.
Ooh.
This came out amazing and really added to our mini ecosystem. But our tank is missing something very important: plants. I got a bunch of different aquatic plants because these are going to be the key to having a successful aquarium without a filter. With the plants in place, I could finally slowly fill up the tank. You can't have plants without an aquarium light. After I placed it onto the tank, I turned it on to test it out. A stable, warm environment speeds up the nitrogen cycle and helps the tank mature faster. which is especially important without a filter, so the heater is going to help out. The tank is finally set up. Everything's in place. The
There
substrate,
we go.
the plants, the hardscape. Right now, it's covered in bubbles. That always happens with a fresh setup. Every surface is clinging to the air, like the tank itself is still adjusting to being underwater. This is a no-filter ecosystem. It's quiet now, but life's coming. Our sparkling gourami is waiting for his new home. On day 18, our tank is looking a little different. Brown algae is covering the glass, the rocks, and even the plants. There's some white fuzzy stuff growing on the driftwood that usually shows up in new tanks. It's a type of fungus or biofilm
What
that
is
tends
that?
to disappear.
White
when you
fuzzy
cook.
stuff? Hell
It
no.
might not look great right now, but this is part of the process. These are the first signs of an ecosystem figuring itself out. I did end up adding a small pump, not to filter the water, but just to create a little movement. It gives the whole tank a more natural flow. 2 more minimal water changes and the tank should be almost ready. On day 30, things are starting to shift. I have spotted tiny white specks darting across the glass. These are copiopods, tiny crustaceans that will help establish this mini ecosystem. This is a great sign that our no-filter tank is coming along.
That is
It is
tiny.
day 35 and the algae is still around. So it's time to introduce our first inhabitants. I picked up 2 mystery snails from my local pet store and quickly acclimated them to the tank.
Mystery snails.
Mystery snails are an amazing addition to any tank. These little guys are incredible algae eaters and they'll help clean up leftover food. They
Wait,
have
that's
some
their
crazy-
actual name? I thought he didn't know. I thought the Sanko's like, you find out, you find out.
colors. At first, I just found them messing around with each other. But finally, they started gliding on the glass and got to work. It is day 45 and it's move-in day. A while ago, I was fortunate enough to adopt a sparkling gourami from one of you. This little guy has been waiting in a 6-gallon tank. The no-filter ecosystem will provide him with a more natural environment to thrive. I popped on my acclimation container and started getting this little guy ready. Our mystery snail couldn't wait to meet his new buddy. Once he was ready, I released our gourami into the mini ecosystem. At first, I just found him looking overwhelmed at the bottom of the tank. It's understandable. He probably has never seen such a big home before, especially compared to his small tank. I also added a group of 6 pygmy corridors. These little guys do good in groups. They spend most of the time near the substrate, sifting through it and helping to keep the tank clean. I found one of them resting on top of another. It looks like the other one doesn't really mind. They are curious by nature, and I often found them swimming up to the glass because they probably can see the reflection. While I was observing them, I found that their active behavior brought out our sparkling gourami from hiding. At first, the gourami had been lingering in the background, staying mostly hidden among the plants, adjusting to his new home. But as the corridors swam around and created some activity near the glass, he seemed to get curious too. With the ecosystem becoming so diverse, I made my way to the grocery store to pick up our natural filter. I bought an organic sweet potato and 3D printed this holder for it so it could be suspended at the top. The sweet potato
No
should start
way.
to grow, fueled by all the new waste in the tank. Over the next few days, our sweet potato started to sprout some tiny vines and leaves, slowly creeping upwards from the top. It's fascinating to watch it grow. But at the bottom of our potato, only a few roots have started to grow. The growth of the sweet potato shows that this ecosystem is thriving with life.
Oh my god,
With the
look at what
potato doing
happened,
such a
chat.
good job, I think it is time we add some more friends for our adopted buddy. I decided to add 3 more sparkling gouramis to the tank. Since gouramis are peaceful and social fish, I'm hoping now that we have a group of 4, we could potentially get them to breed. But identifying the gender of these gouramis is pretty difficult to do. However, gouramis make bubble nests just like betas. So if we see a bubble nest start to form and see one gourami swim around another, that would show us breeding behavior and let us know that we could see some babies soon. I will be watching them closely for the next couple weeks. These little guys are like little missiles, and you could tell they love following each other around. They don't call these guys sparkling gouramis for nothing. These mini predators truly stand out in this planted tank, and their curious personality shined when they would check out the corridors. While I was watching our gouramis settle in, I noticed something new in the tank. It looks like we have some water scuds in our mini ecosystem. These tiny little crustaceans are a great sign that the tank is really coming to life. Water scuds, also known as freshwater amphipods, are natural scavengers. They feed on leftover food, decaying plant matter, and other organic waste, helping
They
to keep
chillin',
the tank
chat.
clean and
They
reducing the
chillin'.
chance of excess nutrients building up. It looks like they have been in here for a while because I found a pair mating. Then I found the scuds caught the attention of the grommies. I saw one strike the substrate, but I think these scuds may be too big for the grommie. It has been almost 2 months since I added the group of sparkling grommies.
That is
And
insane.
a lot has changed. The grommies are doing really good as a group, but I have not seen any signs of them breeding. But since I have added them to the tank, our sweet potato has grown exponentially. At first, it just sprouted a few little leaves, but now it's a full-on jungle. The vines are draping all over the tank, almost hitting the floor. The sweet potato has produced so many clusters of heart-shaped leaves that keep getting bigger. If we don't trim it soon, I think the sweet potato might actually take over the room. So yeah, we're officially overdue for a pruning session. All this growth has helped this mini ecosystem. The potato is acting like a mini filter. Its roots are absorbing excess nutrients from the water, mainly nitrates, and as a result, the water has stayed incredibly clean. But not everything is perfect in our little tank. With our tank a little bit more cleaned up, I have started to notice just how many snails are in the tank now.
Whoa, that's a
Pest
lot,
snails have
chat.
taken over the tank. They have taken advantage of the nutrient-rich ecosystem.
That's
If we
way
don't do
too many,
something now,
chat.
they're going to throw off the balance of the entire ecosystem. So it's time to bring in a natural predator, assassin snails. I got a total of 6 of them. These little guys look so cool. They stay hidden most of the time, and slowly but surely track down and feed on pest snails. Their color combo looks so cool in the tank with the gouramis.
He
They
got the
won't bother
predators.
fish. They don't breed rapidly, and best of all, they will help restore balance without me needing to interfere constantly. This is what I love about these kinds of tanks. Every challenge is an opportunity to make the ecosystem stronger, more self-reliant, and more interesting to watch. A month later, and the ecosystem has seen some more changes. The sweet potato has continued to grow. But the question is, did the assassin snails do their job? If we take a closer look, we could see a bunch of empty snail shells on the substrate. They have been doing a good job, but I think the snail population has just gotten way too big for them to completely solve the problem. So I will be adding some food to lure the snails in, so we could take a bunch of them out. But that is when I noticed that the top of the tank has developed a thick layer of floating plants, which is making it harder to feed and provide light to the plants in the mini ecosystem. So I opened up my 3D program and designed the solution. I created some fish portals. These portals are going to float at the surface and keep the floating plants controlled in specific zones. This opens up light channels and gives me clear access for feeding the tank. It's a small change, but it made a huge difference. If you guys are interested in getting some for your tank, check out my website, link in the description. They are going to be available soon. It helps.
It kind of gives a cool look, you know what I mean, chat? Kind of gives a cool look.
Continue to build new ones for you guys.
Whoa, that's huge.
All right, let's drop some food in to draw out the
Pickle.
snails. I lowered down 2 pieces of zucchini that I boiled. Within seconds, the snails were interested, and over the next couple hours, they swarmed the zucchini. It looks like our plan of drawing them out worked. So I got my net and scooped out as many as I could. If I do this a couple more times, we should get most of them out, and the assassin snails can handle the rest. Our ecosystem we have built for adopted Grammy has been a wonderful project. Leave a like and comment what you guys want to see next. If you guys want to see
is that
updates
it?
on tanks and more
Damn,
frequent
that's
uploads,
it.
subscribe to my second channel.
Okay.
And don't forget.
Okay. Ooh. Let's see this one.
And even
chat.
smaller.
What? Did I watch this? Yeah, we'll just watch it.
Crustaceans carry out their tiny lives everywhere you look.
Wait, you know what? I'm trying to look for something cool. You know what I mean? Trying to look for something cool. Okay, let's see this one. He's making a pond in a plastic tub. Mini garden pond in a plastic tub. Let's see. Okay. Alright. Alright. Crushed lava rock. Okay, gotcha. Volcanic sand. Okay. Well, what's that gonna do? Oh, he's gonna cut it. There we go. Okay. Cut it. He made a makeshift uh water thingy. Oh wait, oh no, it's a filter. Is it? What's he doing? What's he doing? What's he doing, Chad? What's he doing? River sand, okay. Okay, he's spreading it out. Mm-hmm. Nice and level. Okay, lava rock in there. And river sand. Okay, so we got a filter. There we go. Hey, looking clean. Looking clean. More rock. Riverstone. Okay, okay. I see you. Oh, he's got another thing. Compartment. Thing. Okay, okay. That's pretty chill. Okay. Yep. That's how you glue it. I see the vision, I think. Okay, what's he doing? He's trying to make a waterfall, I think. Oh, he's gonna cut that. How did he cut? How? How did he do that? Chat, this guy is serious. This guy is serious. Polyskius. Okay, okay. Ooh, moss. Is he gonna add water on the top like that? Oh, I love these ones, chat. I love these ones. Like I said earlier, these ones are cool. More moss. Okay. Oh, we gotta do another ad, chat. Yeah. Moss. There we go. Hey, more moss. He's filling it up with moss. Okay, what could be next? Ooh. Alternathia, I think. Alright. More stones. More stones. Okay. Now I'm really curious, chat. I'm really curious. I wonder how everything's gonna come together. You know what I mean? Nivider, hello, hello. Hello, welcome in. We were doing art, but now we're watching some aquarium stuff. How are you? Welcome in. How are you? What's up? That aquarium's a bit dry. It is, it is. That's why I'm trying to see like how it's gonna work. Cause he's like doing a like there's aquatic plants inside of that little tub thing. You see behind the rocks here? There's like aquatic plants here. And there's also aquatic plants here, but the soil is really hydrated because like the water here goes into the soil around it and it filters into the water going into here. So I'm pretty curious too. I'm as curious as you. I don't understand it fully either, but let's just see. Oh, there we go. He's spraying them. Ooh, yo, he's adding everything. That is insane. That is insane. Okay. Okay. So I'm guessing that is gonna be like a constant supply of water. I'm surprised he's using this type of terrestrial moss because I believe the one he added doesn't do well with water. Oh, I see, I see. Depressor, save. Little. Oh, I see. It's a kind of paludarian pot. Yeah. I don't know much about this stuff, but it does look interesting to me. That's why I like watching it, you know? We were watching like some saltwater tanks earlier. Do you have a tank? It's kind of funny I landed here now. I'm a huge aquarium fan. Oh, really? I'm kind of thinking of, you know, getting a like a tiny desk tank. Something tiny, something easy to manage. I have 5 tanks. Oh my god. What kind of fish do you have? What kind of fish do you have? What kind of tanks do you have? Tell me. I want to know. I want to know. Ooh, that's so cool, bro. That's so cool. I want to see your tanks, man. I want to see your tanks. You got to show them to me one time. I don't have any fish. I hate fish because they're so high maintenance and they eat my baby shrimp. Oh, you have shrimp. That's cool. That's cool. I'd love to see your tanks, man. I'd love to see your tanks. What is this? Ooh. A ton? Yo, that's crazy. I'd love to see, man. I'd love to see. If you want to join the Discord and send it to me, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. It's !Discord to join. I have green jade shrimp like 30, 6 blue fan shrimp, and 20 amano shrimp. Damn, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. You're a breeder, man. You breeding them. You breeding them. Oh man. Do you have any like tips for starting a desktop tank? Something simple, you know, easy to maintain. Maybe a little bit small. Because I saw some setups with like the PC and stuff, and they have like a tiny tank at the corner. And I was like, yo, that's kind of cool. If you want to go very small, get a shallower tank. Okay, okay, I got you. I got you, I got you. So like something like what this guy's doing right now? Unless you want to have fish in there, right? Gotcha, gotcha. Ooh, with adjustable speed, that's great. Polycarbonate shrimp. Feet. My bad. If I ever do get the tank, I'm gonna do a hand cam stream. And we can set up the tank. Moss is always good, and you can just take some moss from the forest. There are different types, but you can get the moss used to water and wash it before submerging it, and it will grow very long like a forest. Ooh, okay, 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 okay. Do you have any specific uh genus or like species that you'd recommend? Oh, okay, there we go. Moss, huh? Hmm. I'll look into it. I'll look into moss. I have a lot of things that interest me. That's the problem. That's the problem, chat. Oh my god, your VTuber is so cool. Hi in the ranks. How are you? Welcome in. How are you? Hold on, let me give you a shout out. I saw you were streaming earlier, but I was a little busy. I'm so sorry. How are you? How'd your stream go? There you go. I don't know the species on hand. The moss online is quite expensive, so most of my tank is covered in my moss. I do have one species to recommend though because I think it's pretty. Fornalis and tip retica. Yeah, it's the moss I'm thinking of because it gets very big. Okay, okay. I gotta check that out. I gotta check that out. Thank you, bro. Never say sorry. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well too. Welcome in. We're watching fish tank stuff. We're watching fish tank stuff. But yeah, we're just chilling watching fish tank stuff. Earlier we did some art, and now we're just chilling. This guy's making a mini tabletop garden. What did you play earlier? I saw it was the games and demos category, but I didn't know what game you were playing. Oh, dude. Oh, I want to ask you about something. So, I know you sing. We are doing a collab album. We're looking for VTubers that sing. You know, if you're interested, the form is in the pin chat. Yeah. I'm gonna be producing. We're gonna have auditions. Hell yes. Okay. The form is in my pin chat. You can sign up, but you gotta do it quick because the closing date is the 9th. And then we're gonna have auditions. We're gonna, pick people. It's gonna be like 8 of us. We're gonna have a recording and stuff. And then at the end of the year, we're gonna do a concert with everybody. So if you're down, you can sign up. I wanted to do an album where everybody, us VTubers could have something that we can really say like, yeah, we made original music together. I'm still super new, but I'll give it a go. That sounds fun. Yeah, I don't care about experience or anything. I don't care about experience or anything. If you have the talent and if you're willing to learn and you're willing to collaborate in a group and make good music and willing to experiment, then that's all we want. You know? That's all we want. We want people who have that passion and that drive. But yeah, I'd love for you to join. I'd love for you to join. Okay. It's got the stones. What the? What? What is that? What is that for? Is that for the filter? There we go. But yeah, man, I'd love for you to join. You have a great voice. He's feng shuiing. He's feng shuiing. Feng shui. Oh yeah, also a recommendation for making a tank. If you live near a lake, go there and get like a few liters of water and a bit of detritus from the ground of the pond or lake. Leaf litter, stuff like that. Put them in a glass and put the glass under a light or near a window. There will be animals growing inside, and you can take certain ones to put into your tank to help with waste and algae management. Okay. I think we just watched a video on that. Like the guy took everything from a river and put it into a jar. But I get what you mean, man. Thank you for the specifics. Thank you for the specifics. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I think I know a lake. I think I know a lake. It's a bit of a drive, but I think I know somewhere. Also, there's some pretty snails you can get. Ooh, okay. Like which ones? Like which ones? These can be found in ponds sometimes. Wait. Okay, let me check that out. Hold on. Okay. Ooh, pointed mud snails. Ooh, these guys look sick. They're my favorite. Yeah, they look sick, man. Look at this one. I like the white ones. Ooh, this is nice. Hey, it's these guys. Funny enough, a bit of lore about me. For my degree, for my final year project, I did a paper on apple snails being an invasive species. And are they really invasive? And what are their invasive properties? And how do we mitigate that? Apple snails are so scary. They are, man. They are. They're not native to my country. So, and they were mostly pets. So, like, they can just leave the tank. Exactly, man. Exactly. It's crazy. So what happens is when they came on the ships and stuff, they hitched a ride on the ships, and they just like they went to town. You know what I mean? They went to town, destroyed ecosystems, everything like that. Oh, wrong, wrong thing. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I did biotech, and then my final year project was on biodiversity. I didn't actually go and see snails and stuff like that, which is kind of a bummer because it was COVID at that time. They can disappear for a month and just come back, and if you get them cheap without parasite control, you can get rat lungworm. No! What? Rat lungworm? No! That's insane. Nah, man. That sounds bad. Rat and lungworm together? That sounds really bad. Not gonna lie. I like how he's taking his time with the spoon, laying shit out. Fine gravel. Ooh. He's got layers to this shit. Layers. I think rat lungworm can actually like attack your neurological tissue and stuff. Oh, that's a big no. You're done. Neural. Oh man. You're done. Can you imagine that? Like it gets to your spinal cord and that's it. You're paralyzed. Or like you're in a vegetative state. That's it. Bro. Be a damn vegetable. That is horrible. Fitonium. Okay, first plant. Let's go. Form submitted. Thank you. Welcome in. We're gonna have auditions on the 11th. So yeah, we're gonna have auditions on the 11th. But thank you so much. Can't wait, man. I can't wait. This album's gonna be sick. If you guys want a sample of what you can expect, there's another link in the pinned comment in the pinned chat. There's another link. It's a song I just released. I produced it and I sang on it. It's called Bad Day. Check it out. It's not just on Spotify, it's on everywhere else as well. It's on YouTube as well. YouTube, Apple Music, everywhere. But yeah, that's what we're gonna make. By the way, what kind of tank do you want? Would you rather go for a high flow tank with a few zooplankton or a low flow tank with a bunch of zooplankton? Hmm. How do zooplankton affect the tank? How would it affect the tank? If there's like too much or too little, how would it affect the tank? But yeah, I'm really proud of that song. I'm really, really, really proud of that song. I feel like it's my best work to date. It's the best thing I've ever done. I'm really, 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 really proud of that song. But yeah, the album, the quality is gonna be like that. As for sound wise, I'm gonna talk with everybody that we audition, and then the finalists, all of us, and then we're gonna experiment and come up with, songs that sound good to us. Zooplankton are good at making detritus reusable for the tank and destroying decaying organic matter as well as being cool to look at. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Then I would go for like a low flow. I'd go for like a low flow. Things like copepods, sea shrimp, daphnia are cool to watch because of the way they move and look. Okay, okay, I got you. You gotta tell me more about this, man. I want to hear about this off stream. Ooh. Another fun fact, my dad is really, 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 really into plants. Like my dad's house, insane. It's like a jungle. There's vines everywhere. The garden, you can't even walk through it. That's how thick it is. Also, welcome into the Discord. Why is this so calming, chat? It's so calming. These types of videos, so calming. So chill. I love it. I love it. It's so, so chill, chat. I personally love moss a lot because it grows so pretty and in such diverse structures. That is true. That is true. My dad likes moss too. I like moss too. I like moss too. I like lilies. I love lilies. I wish I could get like a lily kind of setup. I just think it's so calming, Get like a lily. A water lily. The lily pad, that's what I mean. In a tank with zero flow, a patch of dense moss will grow so well that you might not be able to see through it at all. Ooh, okay, okay. I had to discard my water lily because it was taking over all the water and blocking all the light. Oh, damn. Okay, okay. I see you. I see you. So maybe no on the lilies. Vacuums. You know the aquariums that you go to? You have to buy tickets for. He's making like mini versions of that. What is this? Acrylic. Ooh. Gotta get that silicone, chat. Gotta make it waterproof. No, sorry, water tight? What's the word? What's the word? No leaks. No leaks. By the way, it is my firm belief that nobody should make their own aquarium from scratch silicone glass unless they really know what they're doing. Okay, okay. How come? How so? This guy is the most DIY aquarium dude I've ever seen on YouTube. Aluminium mesh. Okay, okay. because uneven adding of silicon or low slash wrong quality glass can cause the glass to break or water get through the silicon. Ah, I see, I see, I see. So you need a lot of experience. Got it. Riverstone. Another Riverstone. He's building the fort. Cotton and super glue. Yee. Yee. I got you, man. I got you. Need a lot of experience for this. Damn. He found the perfect rock. He found the perfect rock. Honestly, I'm way too lazy for this kind of stuff. I just pour in the sand and let the plants be the landscape. Ah, I see, I see. I mean, makes sense, makes sense. Makes sense. I'd be lazy too. Not gonna lie. I'd be lazy too. I see why you like moss now. I see why you like moss. It's easy. Okay, got it going on. Alright. Oh, another plant I'll swear up and down on is... Yeah, let me check that out. Hold on. It's Wikipedia. Let me check it out. Ooh. Riccia fluentans is an aquatic floating plant of the liverwort genus, which is popular among aquarists for as a retreat for young fry. Ooh, and is used in live-bearing tanks. Can be found floating in ponds and often forms thick mats on and under the water surface. Ooh, okay, okay. I see you. I see you. Threatened. Oh wait. Oh no, it's the least concern. Okay, okay. Gotcha. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Ooh, this is nice. Yo, this looks cool. Yo, that looks nice, bro. Yo, the way this guy sets up the waterfalls, pretty sick. Pretty sick, not gonna lie. Pretty sick. It can also be glued to rocks or left to float at the top of the water. Ooh, okay, okay. That's pretty cool. He's filling up the space. What do you think of this guy's setup? What do you think of this guy's setup? Hey, there we go, Moss. Ah, Moss. He got the moss. fruticosa. Honestly, the hardest part is saying the names. Ooh. Oh, he got splashes of red. Ooh. I'm personally not a huge fan of gluing stuff together because it makes everything very unflexible. Right. But the moss is nice. I knew it. I knew it. He's a sucker for moss. Ooh, that's kind of smart with the elastic band. Rotala indica. Indica? Indica? Ayo. You got it glued to the rock. Sorry, elastic band to the rock. Okay, stone pebbles for riverbed. He's making the river. Look at that, chat. Pretty clean. Pretty clean. Oh god damn, this look cool. W YouTube video though. W YouTube video. If you have any thoughts, let me know in the comments. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, well, anyways, chat. I think I'm gonna call it here. Cause it's like 12:30 a.m. for me. You know, it's been a long one, but a good one. I will see y'all next week, okay? But before we do anything else, we're gonna raid. Let me just switch scenes. Thank you guys for being here. Again, we have the collab album. Applications are still open. You know, new song out. Next week I will be streaming on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. I might do a post. I might do an extra stream on the weekends. All right. Good night, dude. Have a good one. You too. You too. Don't go anywhere though. Let's raid and then you guys can leave if you want to. Okay? But let's raid first. Okay? Again, thank you all for being here. It was really fun today. Really fun, really chill. Here you go. That's the raid message. Don't forget to copy it. Okay, let me see. Let me see who we're gonna raid. Let me see who we're gonna raid. I'm chat's girlfriend. What? Oh, isn't it like Girlfriend's Day or something? Today? Isn't it Girlfriend's Day? Let me see who I'm following. Tenma. Demi. Maru. Sorry, I don't have one. Bonk. What do you mean you don't have one? What do you mean you don't have one? What do you mean? Let me send you guys a Maru. I do not sawi. What do you... What? What do you mean, Simon? What do you mean? He's trying to rage bait me. He's trying to rage bait me. Let me see. Oh, can I rate Tenma? Wait. Can I rate Tenma? Did it work? Yo, wait. No. Wait. No. Nah. That's crazy. We rate Tenma? That's insane. That's insane. Oh, I'm too scared. Chat. No, not misclick. But like, I want to see if we could actually rate her. But like, you know what I mean? I don't. It feels weird rating someone huge. You know what I mean? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Should we do it? Should we do it? Should we do it? Rating someone huge is crazy. It's a bit scary. You know what I mean? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Sure? Okay. If you guys say so. I'm scared, man. I'm scared, chat. I'm scared. I mean, you don't have to, but sure. Ooh. Ooh. Sometimes you gotta take risks. Oh, she's playing Blueprints. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, chat. Are you ready? Are you ready, chat? Copy the message. Help me out, chat. Help me out, chat. Help me out. You guys ready? Okay. Ready. I'm stalling. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Bye, chat.